Yo, what's up, Debbie? I didn't do anything to the fire. I had a camera go down. I had to switch cameras. I don't know if it was a gamma blast from the sun or I upset somebody and they hit my camera with a gamma ray. Took it out. Thank God I got a whole stock of cameras. Right now I'm eating a bacon sandwich with mayo, and I cut up one of them tomatoes I grown. Unbelievable. Tastes great. This was organic tomatoes. No spray in the tomato with nothing, no miracle grow, just natural growing. The tomato tastes so good. It's almost like a, I don't know. It always tastes better when you grow it yourself. I'm worried though because we got all these flies coming in. We just had over 1 million birds or something like that make their way to Indiana, and a bunch of flies that eat fruit trees and stuff. I think they're just passing by. They'll be moving head down south by you folks. I think this is a sign that we're going to have a bad winter, possibly. Both. We just had 100 or 1 million birds or something like that migrate to Indiana and surrounding areas. But now they got some kind of flies or something, or maybe some kind of flies that eat fruit coming through. And it makes sense because I've seen a bunch of bugs for the past couple days flying around. Little flies or something that coming out of the yard or whatever. It's pretty crazy. It could be biblical. It might be. I think we had another earthquake too. Or somebody was haunting me today. Yes, Debbie. Flies. Some kind of fruit flies. They're migrating and they're moving down south, but they came here. But I think the news said, don't worry because they won't be here too long. They're making their way down south and out to the ocean areas and stuff like that. Man, that tasted good. Them tomatoes really were good. Soft and kind of like, well, a little bit sweet. They tasted pretty good. Mm. Well, I got 2 tomato plants and already, excuse me, already got 2 tomatoes off of it and got a bunch more growing. But dang, we're almost done with September and going into October. How long are these tomato plants going to keep producing fruit? Or, I mean, vegetables. Different taste when you're growing fresh. And they taste pretty good. Well, I didn't see any bugs or anything crawling in them when I cut them open, so I figured, well, they're good. I didn't see no worms in them. Yeah, they taste good. Not bad. I mean, they're not giant tomatoes. I think the one I just cut was maybe about the size of a tennis ball. But man, it was good. Well, if I die soon, you know what? Tomato. I'm having some tea. I almost got through this whole video tonight without making a noise. I'm trying to get into making them videos where it's just a fire. Uh, no talking or anything like that. I notice them get pretty big views. You know, like them peaceful videos or whatever they call them. Tonight's tea is Bigelow, chamomile toe, whatever it is called, mint. I'm gonna put some cinnamon in it. It's actually a fruit and vegetable, and whatever it is, it's pretty good. Tasted pretty dang good. You know, but some people say that tomatoes cause inflammation or whatever. I'm not sure. We'll see if I'm crippled up tomorrow. If there's any truth to that. There might be. I've been eating a lot of spaghetti sauce or gravy, whatever you call it. All right. I think it's almost time to burn it. This world's drove me crazy. I'm gonna burn a stogie. Fatty. No, stogie, at least cigarette. Oh, boy. Debbie, did you see the video I sent you? It's obvious these people that have been breaking into our internet and TV signals, uh, well, they showed us their powers, but it's no biggie. You just block it with microwaves and then we go right back online. I'm really shocked. That tomato tasted pretty good. I'm trying to keep them from splitting open at the top where they're hanging from the vines. The two I picked were, starting to split open up there at the top. I'm wondering if I'm giving them too much water. I water them every day. I think tomato was pretty juicy too. Oh, what a night. Yeah, you run the risk with gnats. Well, I let them get. I picked them. They were already turning, kind of red. So I picked them and washed them off real good. Put them in the window. Let them get a couple days of sun. They turned real good red. I put them in the freezer. Well, not freezer, the refrigerator. So I don't have gnats flying around. I'm just wondering, how do these gnats get in the house when I've been using the air conditioner? How the heck they get in? If you got gnats, where are they coming from? That's what I don't understand. Where are the gnats coming from? When you have fruit on the table, banana, you leave it there for a couple days, 4 days or whatever, and you start getting gnats. Where the heck are the gnats coming from? She said you run the risk of Nazis. I don't need none of them around. But then she said that she made a mistake. She meant gnats. Well, I don't want either one. I don't know. Drive me crazy though. Yeah, it drives you crazy, don't it? I don't have too many gnats here, but when I buy fruit and leave it on the table for 4 or 5 days, somehow a gnat comes in. Are they gnats or fruit flies? Either one, they're little pesky things. That's why I bought this bug light, indoor bug light, and that takes care of any bugs. Any bugs that get in. Oh, folks. Well, also, they put a warning out for stink bug. It's that time of year for stink bug and ladybugs. Which themselves could be poisonous. We don't know what these people have done. There's so many labs in America. Who knows what they've been creating? It's kind of crazy. Stink bugs and these kissing bugs have been around forever. Now all of a sudden they're saying they're dangerous. You can get sick. Now what have they created? It's just unbelievable. It's like a Jurassic Park out there. But that's what they that's what it that's what it is. I call them all around here because they're jerks. Oh, I was going through my lockup tank earlier. I got a couple of these idiots in my lockup tank. Probably using fake names, changing their names on their account, and then their picture come in troll, and then they get nabbed. And then they change their name on their channel back to something else, and it changes inside my lockup tank. And they act like I don't know what's up. What It looks like I got you in my lockup tape. Trolling me. I let a bunch of them go today. I kept some though. Dang, I want another bacon tomato mayo sandwich. That's pretty dang good. You know, Tim, they're really looking into this Valhalla stuff, this witchery, sorcery stuff. Dang it. Just knocked over my drink almost. Dang it. Hold on a minute. All right. Now I'm wondering if the squirrels and all the birds have been having here, blue jays and stuff. I wonder if they've been eating the bugs off of the tomato plants. And keeping the bugs away. Because I haven't used no pesticides on the tomatoes. Yeah, I can feed them. I can feed the squirrels and stuff. Yesterday I had a video that I did. On the Charlie Kurtz case, I had 80 views. But after I was done, I went to go look at the video after it rendered and everything. I didn't have 80 views. So where are all them views going? That's my question. I had 80 views. And after I let it render, it was gone. So someone's doing something. Views are going somewhere. No, send them an email. I thought by now the government would be woven within my channel and going through and picking up anyone trying to jam the signal, or at least going through who's trying to figure out who the hacker is. Well, that's the problem with YouTube. It takes time. Eventually, they'll find them and we'll read about it or see it on the news. House explodes by mysterious missile or laser beam. I don't know, maybe. I don't care. That ain't gonna do no help to get a hold of YouTube. They don't like me. I was reading something today, an article, and they were saying cannabis might be able to kill parasites. Of course, you probably have to smoke 5 pounds of it, but maybe. And I seen on Facebook that they're using herpes to kill cancer. You believe that? That was an article on Facebook. I wouldn't doubt it, using another disease to kill another disease and then cure the one disease. I think there's a cure for herpes or whatever. Hell, pretty soon here we'll go into doctors and get a shot, and that'll kill just about anything. It just takes. We're almost there. If if we if we can get religious and organized, people from trying to block us from, a lot of these people. I'm not. I'm going to say it. I'll be the first one to say it. A lot of these people and religions don't want us to live. So they don't want you to to get a shot and all your troubles go away, right? You're healthy again. Or at least live another 20, 30 years. Now, what I've been thinking and looking into is they're super spreader cells. So they must have a cure for this, because we're seeing these people go out and infect people. Then they go to the doctor and get a super serum, you know, shot, and they're cured all of a sudden. But yet they went out and infected many people within our country. And them are called super spreader cells. They're just like terrorist cells. They don't want to see people alive. I know it's crazy. I'm 100% with you folks on that. It's completely crazy, but it's true. And their mission is to go out and get people sick, and they're contaminated themselves. They probably get paid to do it. Well, right now they're using herpes to kill skin cancer or something like that, they're saying. Now, whether that's true or not, I have no idea. I would have to talk to a doctor first and see some more documentation on it, studies and everything. It's possible maybe another disease will kill another disease. That's possible. Who knows? How can they make a CV shot overnight but can kill cancer? I don't know. Who knows? Only the shadow knows. Who knows? Maybe the aliens that are coming. Uh, I don't know. Maybe that's a new weapon we're seeing. The fungus that started growing out of that asteroid. And pretty soon that'll be a new weapon. Maybe. I think I showed Debbie that video. Yeah. Might be the new cancer that strikes the world or something. Whatever we know, well, we know this much. It's a growing organism, bacteria or virus, much like a cancer or something. So maybe we're seeing something similar to that, but it grows outside the body. So I mean, we all seen Blob, the movie. I know I'm tired of this world using us, using me like a toilet, cursing me, using magic. I probably know how they feel now. These people getting away with murder. It's a it's a bigger mess than what you know. I always tell people if the government's telling you something's a problem, times it by 10 because they don't want to cause mass chaos. So if there's people out there deliberately trying to kill people, spread disease, all kinds of stuff, poison you, use magic, witchery, and they say, "Oh well, we acknowledge this and we know, well, times that by 10 because they know if it's bigger than what they ever thought, probably. Uh, Probably. Do they flush? Flush what, Debbie? Tonight over at ATS Newses, she was talking about Brian Koberger had a porn list. I never knew he had a porn list. What kind of porn was he listening or watching? Right? Some psycho crazy stuff or something? Well, but I guess that'll tell you what kind of person you're dealing or what kind of fantasies they have. Who knows? Who cares, really? Really, it's gotten so crazy. People just don't even care anymore. I can see how they're just like, who cares? Yeah. Either that or it could be people, ghosts, haunting us. In that case, Jesus find these demonic people that consist of trying to torture us in our minds, and Jesus has bind them and set them aside in Jesus' name. And if they use magic or witchery or believe in idiotic ideology, bind them also in Jesus' name. Do away with their sickness that they've been putting on us and cursing us with. Demonic demon, devil worshiping devil. Break the chains and send it back to them in Jesus' name, amen. Oh, glory to God. No, I'm just saying, Debbie, over at ATS News, they were talking about Koberger had a porn list. I was like, I didn't see it. There might be something to it. Maybe he was watching porn of raping women or something, or who knows. But no matter what porn you watch, no matter what video game you play, like I said, we're going to be labeling these people crazy. I'm crazy, right? But these people are crazy, crazy, where they see it and they go out and live it. And it's crazy. And it's contributed to millions of people's deaths and sicknesses and crazy stuff. Most of the stuff we're seeing is something right out of a movie. I keep hearing people in chats that I've been going into, like, this is crazy, like a movie or something. When's it gonna end? I don't, like, life, it don't end. Right? Hopefully it ends soon. But the madness, you know, that goes on probably. Who knows? Every day to be an American citizen is very stressful. Very stressful on the American citizen, the working man, children, everything. I just can't believe how much has changed since the 60s and 70s and 80s growing up, 90s even. Somewhere in there it made something bad happen. Somewhere in the 2000s it went bad. Now they always did say that Y2K stuff with the computers was going to do something crazy. Maybe it did. Maybe all this stuff shut down and it released all kind of madness and sickness amongst the world. Maybe, who knows? Now I did watch a video on YouTube where they had a vampire that was locked up on a military base. The military base was shut down, but they left this thing inside the military base underground in a steel container, that someone said was a real life vampire. And he thinks they let that thing out. And we might be hunting these people down here soon. Now, I don't know if it's true, people. People are saying it's CGI, it's AI, Johnny. Don't overreact, am I? Am I really? The government might have caught something that was sent from another dimension, another time, a demonic time, whatever. They caught a real live vampire. And that's true. Maybe. I ain't going to say it ain't possible because I don't know everything. And thy God, King of Kings, thy Father. Well, he spoke about it in his book. These things, spirits, whatever, like vampires, I think the government caught one and just wanted it left alone. It was hoping it would die. They left it in that military base bunker underground, thinking that no one would find it. Well, someone did. Who knows what they did? Nobody knows. The last report I had on that was don't, whatever you do, don't open it. I think one of these dang YouTubers might have found it and opened it. He ain't alive no more. He himself is missing. And from what the last report of the video I watched, the military went back and the box was open. And they're like, it's up and loose. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but I can't take that chance. I don't know. It's not like we get to see everything that the government catches. UFOs, Bigfoot, we don't know. Aliens, vampires, well, Wolfman. Well, maybe it's in the Bible. That stuff crazy. Is it real? I don't know. Can we take that chance? I don't know. It explains a lot of the disease. Right? When sickness comes around, what did they think back in the old days? It was a vampire or a witch, some kind of warlock. Pretty dang crazy. And why did they believe that? Because they were born and raised to believe it. In the Bible. Yeah, we might, and that was the thing. We stopped believing in it. It's crazy. It's just a sickness. It's just madness. It's just you here, take this pill. It's not real. Well, maybe it wasn't, but maybe it is now. Maybe these dang things are real. They came now. Maybe the old times were, it was mental illness. Someone ate a loaf of bread with infected wheat. And it caused them to go crazy back then in the olden days, maybe. But now it's real vampires. It's real wolves. Maybe. You want to take that chance? I'm not, because I feel like I'm under attack right now. Spiritually, mentally, physically. Oh, you're scared. You're always scared. You act tough, but down inside, deep inside, you're just a woman with a heart. Used to be a lovely, beautiful, beautiful, loving woman, but then the world got a hold of you and turned you into whatever that is. I don't know, but stop it. Be be beautiful again like you were. Beautiful, kind woman. Yeah, Debbie, that's what they thought back in the day. Laugh. Go on, laugh. Go on. Go on, laugh your little butt off. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Back then might not have been real. But now that we're at end days, it's real now. Yeah. She's laughing her butt off. I think you ate some bad rye. Maybe some rye bread or something. And rye. Women and eating rye and wheat, they say they're acceptable to brain problems. Something wrong with her noggin. I am just not scared of things like that. You're not scared of things like that, Debbie. You remember that night you were laying in your bed? You had your window open, and I was doing a live, and you were laying in bed, and I went, and you were, screaming. Remember that? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm not scared of that. You were pissed at me for a week. I don't want to hear a woman. Oh, that's different. It's not different. Why? Because Michael Myers was a real dude. Freddy Krueger was a real dude. Yeah. Look it up. Spawned by evil. He wouldn't die. It took him 3, 4 times. They thought he was dead, but he wasn't. He came back to life. Doctor said it's the Lazarus effect. Let's see what happens. And now look at. Now look at. Let me see what Debbie said. That's different. They were not. Oh, you were pissed. As soon as I went, dang it, Johnny. You scared me. I had my window open. I thought somebody. Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. Them dudes are real. I don't want to hear your gibberish. I had to go ahead and I had to wait to go live today because that idiot kept breaking in on all my lives with his stupid voice. Right? Idiots. Well, let's have some peaceful time. Debbie, is there anything you want to say that makes sense? Anything? Go ahead. I'm waiting. Anything? Nothing. All right, let's have our tea and relax. Finally, we get a peaceful night. Finally. Finally, Debbie. I get some peaceful time. Tea tastes good. Fire looks good. Well, I don't know what happened. I blew out a camera today, Deb. I blew out a camera. And it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday, but it's just another day for me. I probably can, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll just, I think now I know why a lot of these people just uh, rent time with a woman. Right? You do what you do, and it's over with. You're back to your normal life. You don't have to worry about anyone nagging at you, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Nag, nag, nag. Old hag, nag, nag, nag. All day, all night. And you ain't getting none, right? You ain't getting none. Well, maybe I see how these guys go. They hire love for sale. A couple hours and they're back, and they leave and they're back to their life. I think most of the women today, I was in a chat and they were talking, what's going on with the women today? Man? They were asking a lot of big ballers, right? Why are the men rolling their eyes and just walking away and going buying blow up dolls and I think that lady was right. Right? Women today have just gone completely demonic. And 9 out of 10 times, all we hear is blah 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 blah, nag nag nag, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. So it makes sense, and she was right. I commented. You're 100% right. 100% right. They've all gone demonic, uh, and they expect so much out of us men, uh, and it's just it's just crazy. It's crazy. I think Debbie knows what I'm talking about. Looks a little yellow on the logs. Yeah, Deb. I'm gonna have to try and fix my camera. I thought you said it was against the Bible. What's against the Bible? I don't know. I know this is against the Bible. Blah 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 blah. That probably is. All we want men to do is grow the F up. I ain't growing up with it. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I don't know what to tell you, Mom. So all I hear from you, Debbie, is blah, blah, blah. Squawk, squawk, squawk. That's what us men hear. Paying for sex. So, porno is not okay, but buying sex is okay. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not going to judge people. I'm not God. That's God's job. I'm just here to turn people towards God. That's my job. Right? People believe in God because, believe me, the demonic one is here. And he's completely a crazy cuckoo. That's a double standard if I ever heard one. Tell me about it, woman. Put your dang glasses on, jeez. But you want to pay for sex? Debbie Fox is commenting in my chat. I must have struck a nerve with her. I don't want to hear blah, 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 blah all day. And not getting no sex. Because that's all I'm hearing is blah, 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 blah. I think that lady is right. I was watching her chat. It was a big top, big conversation. A lot of people in there, a lot of big ballers. We were discussing what is wrong with the world today. Why are those men? Why is the debt ratio with men being single and women and men are turning away from uh, American women for some reason? I don't know. I don't know if it's true, right? I'm not sure if it's true. Who are you texting? I'm not texting anybody, woman. What are you talking about? I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm not texting. Why would I be texting a woman? Why would I be texting another woman? Excuse me. You just were. I'm sitting there talking to you. I hit my mouse and it went over to another app and started opening the app. Why would I be texting women and seeing their bodies and their beautiful bodies and soft bodies and everything? I would never do that. No, I wouldn't do that. It's just demonic. They've all gone demonic. There's demonic. That's good. We all want a little bit of demonic in our women when it comes to the bedroom, right? Head spinning around and then. I'm joking. Women don't want another child, and men don't want another young kid, daughter. So you're right. I'm out. Give me an older, 30, 40-year old that's somewhat uh, still a teenager, but a woman. You know what? I can see you take things way too serious. Way too serious. I mean, I got the devil himself coming down on me, and you want a man that's not childish. Well, what did thy God say? That he would return us to childlike children. So I think I'm still going to be hanging out at uh, the Toys R Us kids line. You're just too crabby. Who the heck wants an immature 50-year-old? I have no idea. I probably would take a 50-year-old immature woman, but one that ain't all day. Blah, 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 blah. You see, I see what? I don't see anything anymore. I'm blind. And so far, to call me a hag and a nag, who called you that? Why would somebody call you that? That's just crazy. Unless you were acting like it, I'm not sure. But that's the problem. Is I don't want to be 50 years old. Why can't you understand, woman? I don't want to be 50. Leave me alone. You know he's kind of right, Debbie.
I've been sitting here watching you folks for many years, and I have to say, Mr. Kramer does have a good point.
My God, hey, I think he's on my side for once. I know it's the devil, but get away from the thy devil. I don't want it. I don't need it. Don't want it. Don't want to need it. Don't need it. Don't want it. No, we got some of the big baller YouTube channels coming in. There's old Bandit TV. Good God Almighty, the big ballers are coming in. The big cauliflower and cheese. Oh my God! I mean, you know you made it when you got the big baller. But anyways, let's get back to our topic. And our topic was the women have gone completely crazy in America, and that was the topic on the channel of why some of us men are turning away from women in America today. And there was three topics in there. One was they've all gone witchy woman, which was a great song by the Eagles. You remember that one? Witchy woman, see how high you fly. And the other one was meth, which would explain everything. The other one was women want to be men, which that blew my mind right there. I'm like, that is our problem. These women are becoming men. They are evolving. I wonder if us men that are already men came from a woman and that morphed or evolved into a, I don't know. It's pretty scary if you ask me. Pretty crazy, but the more I do the science, the more it's all adding up. It's spawned by the devil. Complete evil, black magic, witchery, all that stuff they've been using. Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing was, the other topic of it was what was causing this within America between the men and the women. Why are men turning away from women? And that was pretty much because we were discussing their hormones are changing constantly. And almost so that their body alchemy, the, the fluids in their body, whatever, are actually turning on them and driving them completely nuts.
You know, he's kind of right. I've been listening to this idiot for many years, but I think he's got this one right.
I don't know who the heck that idiot is that keeps breaking into my channel, but it sounds like he agreed with me. It sounds like it. Maybe not. I don't need a weak little man. I want a strong man. Well, go get yourself a strong man. It's obvious your attitude and what you do, you need a strong man because you're constantly in trouble or constantly causing wars. So go get your strong man.
You know, once again, I had to say Mr. Kramer is right about that. Even though you're small, you still somehow find a way to create mass destruction and madness. across the land.
I am starting to understand what this guy's saying. I'm starting to understand what this thing, whoever's coming into who's ever hitting my channel with microwaves and hacking it, just like they did back in 1987 as we were watching the news in Chicago and they broke in over the TV, max headroom, and wrecked us seeing the Chicago Bears win the Super Bowl in '87 is what they're doing today, probably to this channel right now as we speak. Debbie, shut the F up, Satan. Well, that's what I'm saying. I hear him. I can hear it in my headphones. I thought I was the only one that can hear it. Because yesterday Debbie said, I can't hear the guy. What are you talking about? And sure as the day is long and the crap is high in this country, after about 10 minutes, the guy broke into my channel and Debbie said, holy crap, I hear it. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let's see what bandits say. You hit the nail on the butt or on the head. Too many radicalist females hate men. Yeah. All they can't stand is with a passion. They're in the bedroom right now putting spells on us, trying to steal our man roots and all kinds of stuff. Demonic demons. Just demonic evil. Witchery, sorcery. Right now, as we speak, they're tattooing the devil pentagon on people and the beast of the number 666. Sacrificing children, babies, animals. God, even Trump said they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. What do you people want from me? I believe in God and Jesus. I don't know no magic. I don't know no evil. And that's why probably the devil's come down on me like a ton of bricks. And that's probably why Debbie's always over here yelling and screaming, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Squawk, squawk, squawk. Yow, yow, yow. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, yeah. Why do I need a crappy man in my life? See, there she goes. She don't need a man. She don't need a man. She's got other things that she can use. She don't need a man. That's the problem right now. Yo, Satan, are you out there? Can you hear if you're breaking in? Whoever you are, I know you wanted. Yesterday, you said you wanted me to work for you. That you were some higher entity being or something like that. But what's going on with this Debbie Fox? She don't need a man. She wants a big man, tough man, a man that can constantly go ahead and get her out of trouble. Because it's obvious she's like a Tasmanian devil.
Well, I must say, Miss Fox has been one wicked witch. For many years, she's been cutting deals with the devil. She's been laying in the bed with the devil himself.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Go cry to your mama, she says. We're here for you. We love you on this channel, Debbie, and we're going to save you from this demonic thing that's followed you here to my channel. From all the madness everywhere. Where's Valdez? I don't know. It's probably is Valdez. It's probably Bendejo. Bend over backwards and get his big burrito. I don't know. I've been pissing off a lot of people. lot of people. It's obvious this dude keeps cutting into my chat like 1987. Maximilian or whatever his name is. There's only so much I can handle before I go crazy. I already have a mental problem. I don't really more. No, I'm not worried about it. I got Mother Green and the butt kicking machine making their way into this country. And together it'll take time, but we will go ahead and we will find every single one of them. Every single one of them. And it's obvious that I just watched a video where they talked about that. They took Charlie out with magic. Put a spell on somebody and they killed Charlie. So, and that's legit. That's a legit video they're making. It's a legit video. I guess you can call up a witch or the internet and put curses on people. Who knew? Dial up curses. Are you kidding me? Are you effing kidding me? I guess it's true. Right on the internet, these people doing it, right? You know, hey, I believe Doug Carter, right, the superintendent of Indiana Police Department. I believe him when he said, we're watching these people. They're watching us and we're watching them on social media. And some of them are just sick killers. So crazy they're lost in a world of fables. And that's what really shocked me. That's what really shocked me. And I'm not talking Kiss. It's really shocked me, so shocked me. Make me feel better. Oh, wow. Check it out. Grab my rocket and put it in my pocket. Yeah, wow, shot me. No, I'm talking crazy. No, as we speak right now, people are running out there getting tattooed of the demonic Satan pentagon and 666, the number of the beast. And I'm just one idiot on YouTube, right? I've been praying to God on YouTube. All glory goes to God. Each of thanks another day, Lord. All glory goes to God. We don't worship the devil. We don't give him no power here. We don't give him no power here. I'm controlling him right now with the power of my God, the King of Kings. And as the clock you hear chiming in the background, crazy. Power to the devil. Amen. Well, I even got to watch what I say. These people will kill you. They'll go so crazy and kill you.
Hey Valdez, I noticed you in chat many years ago. You've been very devoted to me. The things you've done are gonna get you right to the top of the list of my next spawn of children.
Valdez, what the hell have you been up to? Where do you go when you leave this chat, Valdez? I mean, what the heck is going on here? This guy knows you like a book. He's reading you like a cover. That's pretty crazy, ain't it? How are they doing that? Because they don't need to use microwaves no more. TV signals, the old waves, yes. Microwaves would get you into a TV program. But easily, all they do is switch the channel and use a different frequency, kick you off, right? But now this is new. This is all fiber optic. How are they getting in like that? I don't know. Valdez says he knows all. Well, he must if he cut a deal with old Satan. Well, on this channel, I'm still excuse me, godly person. That bacon, lettuce, or not lettuce, bacon, tomato, and mayonnaise sandwich was pretty good. Hey, how you doing over there, Chris? What have you been up to? You're squirming around all over the place. I hear old Jimmy Kimmel lost his job. Well, they didn't fire him, they suspended him. I hear something, Debbie, in the background. Can you guys hear that beeping noise? It sounds like a heart monitor. I wonder if these people that are tapping in are right in a bed or something, or in a hospital or something. I hear something faintly in the background. Nope, I just heard something popping. Yeah, I never thought it could be a sun flare, which is gamma rays, by microwaves. And that could be opening the door for people to come into other, like it's crossing internet connections. People are able to come in or something. Oh, you're worried about Gilmore? Oh yeah, yeah, that one short little dude. I wouldn't worry too much about him. He made pretty good money. He'll be okay for a while. Well, there's one thing I could say to Mr. Kimmel. There's always podcasting. The Jimmy Kimmel Podcast Show. There you go. There you go. I'm worried about Kel. Kel's fine. Kel's fine. I'm sure everybody's fine. Whoever this is, it's no biggie. Don't worry about it. I keep jamming their signal. I can see it coming up on my board here. when they come in, but I'm not sure where it's located yet. Probably using some kind of a hot phone or something from inside something. I don't know. Maybe it's somebody on their deathbed communicating or something. Jimmy Kimmel, the music movie channel. No, I don't think so, Kimmel. Why you always, how many years have I been helping you out? Writing all that great stuff. And now you want to come over here and take my chance. Come on. Come on.
You know, he's right, Jimmy. I've been watching Mr. Kramer. He's been a wonder, eighth wonder of the world. But yet, you seem to forget that he belongs to God. And there is no temptation, no money, no power that will make him fall.
Well, this dude finally got one thing right. I refuse to fall to Satan. Believe me, there's some beautiful vagina he threw at me, smacked me right in the face. But I said, nay, nay, no. And that pissed him off.
That is true. I've sent many vaginas to try and compromise this channel, but I have failed.
Well, because you've seen one vagina, you've seen them all. Yes, some in better shape than others, but it's all the same. I do not pick on God's creation. I love God's creation. It's created for man. Uh, I am a man, therefore I love that creation. So, demonic dude or whoever you are breaking into the channel, it's obvious you finally understand that I can't be tempted. He sounds like Barry White. I don't know. He might be Barry White. Whatever they've done, they might have risen it from some kind of a demonic creation or something. Who knows? I don't know what it is. Go to dance with the stars. Nah, I ain't gonna go dancing with no stars. I ain't got the time anymore. I got to do everything in this country. I got to run the FBI. I got to run Mother Green, the bookkeeping machine. Congress, Senate. And I'm always busy doing stuff. Right? I want to give it to God. I'm like, here, Jesus, take this. You're a busy dude. I don't know how anybody could do what you do. Here you go. You can have it in Jesus' name. Amen. All glory to God. That's what I've been doing. Take it, Jesus. There it is. He's just been using me. I'm just bait for thy King of Kings. I'm just the bait. That's it. They come to me, I send them to God. In Jesus' name, amen. Corey Feldman is on DWDTS this season. Feldman. He was in some great movies. I'm not going to lie. He was in some great movies. Suburbs or The Burbs with, was that Tom Hanks? I think it was with Tom Hanks. The Burbs. Oh, he was good in that. Right towards the end, he's calling all his buddies, "Come on over. This is going to be effing great. I'm ordering pizza," and they're all show up in front of the house. He was good in that one. I'm gonna have to say he was good in that one. He was in a couple good good flicks, like Feldman and what was that other dude? I forget her name, but Feldman was pretty good in that one flick. Wasn't he in Goonies too or something? I think so. I think he was. He was in a couple movies or whatever. Hey, crazy guy. You know Feldman at all out there? Whoever you are breaking into the demonic thing or whatever. Feldman, Corey Feldman. I think he was in that movie or whatever, or he was in many movies or whatever. But I'm just asking the crazy dude that keeps breaking into if he knows. So if Topanga from Boy Meets World, I've never seen that. Never seen it. Now I will have to look that up. Yeah, I've never seen that movie. Yo, crazy guy out there. You know this dude? Feldman, you ever dealt with him or anything? This dude ain't talking too much now. Oh, he was in Gremlins. I just heard something pop. It sounds like that dude's back. I can hear in my headphones something pop, and it sounds like I bet you the dude's back again. He was in Gremlins and stuff. Hey, crazy dude, I think I heard you come into my chat or click onto my line again. Are you out there? Have you ever worked with Feldman or anybody? Crazy dude. Whoever. Can you guys hear this voice? Yeah, they might not even be able to hear the voice. They might not be able to hear that dude's voice. I keep forgetting that. He might just be tapped into my side. And if that's the case, then I'm looking like an idiot. Because everyone's like, who the hell is he talking about? I know he can hear me, Debbie. I heard in the headphone, I heard it pop. So that means whenever I hear that, he comes in or he's listening.
Once again, you're correct, Mr. Kramer. It's very hard to try and fool you. I believe your question was, do I know a Corey Feldman? Well, let's just say he's on my list.
No, that answers that question. I can hear him popping when he comes in. Hear him like, or I can hear something in my headphones. I can hear him. I hear him. No, he's got no power. Got no power. Sir. Debbie, what movie are they talking about? I've only seen a couple of his movies. He was in Lost Lonely Boys, wasn't he, or Lost Boys or something like that? And they were all vampires, and it was like a blood and everything like that. He was like a vampire floating in the air and everything. I think he was in that flick too. He was pretty good in that flick too. And I like this role in the Burbs. That was pretty cool. Debbie says kefir, yummy. Well, he was in a couple good flicks too. Oh yeah, he was licensed to drive. Yeah, he was in a couple good flicks. Oh, I just heard in my hair. Can you guys hear that popping? I think I hear him. I bet you the guy's coming back in again. I can hear the connection in my headphones. Uh, I got 1965 headphones on that I got at a garage sale. They got dials on both sides and switches on them for stereo or mono. And it's got dials on each side of it. I don't know if it's from Radio Shack or whatever, but I'm using them right now. They're old time. They're old time ones. They got the cord on them like a guitar cord, one of them stretchy elastic cords or whatever that stretch like 20 feet. And you let it go and it boings right back up into like a telephone cord, like an old telephone cord for you people that don't know what telephones were that hung on your wall. Are you popping popcorn? No, I'm not. I got the fire going. But I can hear something popping when that dude or whatever that thing is comes into chat. I can hear it. It pops over my headphones. It could be Celt. It could be one of these YouTubers doing it. It could be any one of them. Stand on Me. Yeah, he was in that movie too. Jiffy Pop. No, it's the fire. It's the fire. Well, it's getting late. It's been great hanging out with everybody tonight. I know you're all. Well, wait, it's Friday night, right? Man, it's Friday night. It's almost 10 to 2. We've been on this thing for 2 hours. I had some big views on my Charlie Kirk case. Once again, I want to say my condolences to his family, and I think it's disgusting what this country has become when they're destroying people's memorial sites and graves and stuff. And that goes back to what I was saying. In other countries, they hold death very seriously. And you literally would, in some countries, if you were to disturb the dead or treat the dead uh, not good, you would be killed. So keep that in mind. You have the right not to like people, but to destroy their graves, and that's demonic. That's just crazy when you're disturbing the dead. Uh, you know, we should bring that back in America where we hold people's deaths seriously, and grave sites and people's bodies after they die should be treated properly.
You know, Mr. Kramer once again is right. You know, I'm pretty evil, but I'm even disgusted at what these people have done, and I'm not even claiming them as my own because that's just crazy.
Well, I agree with them. That is pretty sick. If the devil won't even claim them, then they must be pretty demonic or evil. I would think. Wouldn't you, folks? Let me see what all does. Says you have dozens of views on your Kurt video. Yeah, a couple of them. I had some, I think 80 views on one of them. That's big numbers for me at one live. They probably took it down. I went down to, I've heard today on YouTube that they're starting to censor it. They're taking stuff down because it's an ongoing case. So they're taking people's videos down. So there's a good chance they might try and take mine or someone steal them or something. What I think is they've been hacking our channels, and because we've been on the case before them, and we're actually getting people listening to us, they jam the signal, pull the video, and who knows, probably take our views and put them on their own channel. Yeah, and I take somewhere my views are going somewhere. Some one lady I was watching uh, was saying that they're shadow blocking me or whatever, or doing something to my channel. There's people listening; they can hear me, but somehow they're blocking me or something like that, shadow blocking or banning or something. So, and I don't make no money off of YouTube or anything. I don't have any accounts on YouTube or anything. And someone was like, I think they're somebody's stealing or something, and they got an account in your name, and they're making money off you. And I was like, them dirty SOBs. How dare them? And I'm a godly person. I believe in God. I mean, I don't know how godly I am, but I pray to God. I've never prayed to the devil in my life. But I can tell you what, sometimes it gets so upsetting where I can understand how these people cut deals with the devil. I can see how these people cut deals with the devils and they do stuff just to be famous for 10 minutes. Yeah, Delphi, the Summer Wells case, they just get crazy. They go crazy if you say anything bad, or if you don't think the same way they think, you get attacked or whatever. I wouldn't doubt it if they got pentagons going and praying to beads above them. himself. Wouldn't shock me at all.
You know, Mr. Kramer, some of these YouTubers are very devoted to me and my lifestyle. So be very careful because some of these guys have cut a deal that they just can't get out of. And some of these women, let's just say, they've been betting with the devil himself.
Well, that makes sense why some of these women are just as crazy as the men. Yeah, oh, I just heard him. He clicked off. Either he clicked on again or he clicked off. I just heard it in my headphones. Yeah, they all go crazy. Summer Walls case, Delphi case, and now the Sebastian Rogers case has gone completely. Sebastian was never there. Was never there. Never made it to that house. Now they're looking at. Now they're trying to get uh, that little adorable little guy, Mikey Vaughn, trying to get that rolling again, which they should. Well, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Not a soul in sight. She's standing by a telephone. They're alone playing God. Anything a rose, anything a rose. Oh well. Now what are you dudes doing tonight? I'm just sitting here chilling. I was playing some guitar earlier, but then I was doing some research, looking stuff up. Did a couple lives on weapons that possibly could have been used. I'll tell you what, that XP Remington Fireball bolt action was a bad little son of a gun. And I like how you can get the same gun, but in 5 different versions of it. That's crazy. I don't think it's orchestrated by the government. I would probably say religion, or just cults, or just people from other countries that are sickos paying for kids. Possibly. I can't believe why it's happening in America. It's too crazy. For me, it's crazy. For the rest of the world, probably not. Oh, you're working the graveyard shift. Oh, I used to work the graveyard shift. In real life, I couldn't stand it. Oh my God. I mean, it was okay, right? But your whole life changes when you're working graveyard shift. You get off of work in the morning and you're eating dinner. You do a couple things, chores, cut the yard, work on the car or something for a couple hours, and then it's time to go to bed because you gotta get some sleep, or you're not gonna. You be dozing off at work before your shift is over. I worked graveyard like three times. Once on the docks in Chicago, which I fell asleep one time on I-57 out there and almost killed myself. And then I worked at a printing place up in Michigan, graveyard shift. That sucked. And then I worked at a 7-Eleven graveyard shift. And that was crazy. You think all the crazies would be at home sleeping, but that's just when the crazies come a knocking. The only thing I didn't do graveyard shift was construction. And when I was a roofer and a carpenter, and I did a lot of stuff in carpentry and stuff, building houses, framing houses. Did a lot of that. Did a little bit of everything, but mainly construction stuff, hard labor, framing, roofs, decks. Yeah, I'm good until about 2, 3 o'clock, and then I got to get to bed. I got to sleep because I only sleep. I'm usually well, usually I'd if I had to work, I'd be up earlier, but nowadays, 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'm usually up by 7:30, anywhere in between there. Just depends. There's Celt, so we don't have to worry about Celt. Celt, somebody's been breaking in my channel. Just letting you know, there's some crazy that breaks in and starts talking. I think he's been watching the channel for a while. He likes us. I guess, buddy. I think. Yeah, he breaks into the channel. I can hear him clicking on my earphones. You guys might be able to hear it too, but I can hear him click in, and then either he's listening or talking, doing his witchery or sorcery. No, Debbie don't care if people kill me. She's trying to kill me herself.
Hello, Miss Cal. We've been watching you two for many years. Crime channels all over YouTube.
That's the dude. Told you, Kel. And he knows her too because Kelt, Miss Kelt is in a lot of crime channels, so the dude knows. He's been studying all of us. The dude's been he's been studying all of us. Just sick, so upset. Debbie's so upset and sick and so upset. Just get worried when I don't hear from you. No, she's in love with you. They're in love. It's a bond that you can't break. She's sick because she didn't hear from you. She was just talking about you a little while ago, Kel, saying that I hope Kel's okay. I miss Kel. Kel, 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 Kel. Oh, I just heard the dude. He clicked. I think he clicked in again. He'll probably start talking. Oh, you guys are having movie night? Well, that's cool. That's cool. Enjoy it while you can. Hell is probably coming from what we can tell. Oh, I just heard the dude click. I just heard in my headphones somebody click on. So they're obviously using some kind of a clicking device, almost like one of them old microphones, where almost like a police radio or something, where they hold down on it, you can hear them. I just heard it again. I just heard it again. I just heard it again.
You're so good at what you do, Mr. Kramer. That's why we want you to work for us. How can you hear when I'm clicking in?
Because I'm from Chicago and I know when you idiots are trying to tap my phones. And it's the same thing with the computer. You can't get me, devil. You tried to catch me rolling dirty, but this homie don't roll dirty.
You are so right, Mr. Kramer. I've tried to catch you many times rolling dirty, but I have failed every time. And it must be because of your father that I have not accomplished my mission, and I'm done tempting you, for you cannot be tempted.
Well, I was born poor, and I'm still poor. So I got nothing against people giving me money, uh, none at all, right? Or making money or getting money. That's rightfully mine. I'm not going to take other people's money that is not mine because I wasn't raised that way. So I'm just saying, you lost. I'm the idiot that turned around and took the money back to the bank drive up window because I knew in my head that was your plan, wasn't it, idiot? Dump a pile of cash in his hand, right in his lap through the drive through window. He'll drive off. And then we got him because he knows he didn't withdraw that, but he knew. He knew. And that's right, I did know. That's why I returned the money.
You didn't fall for that trick, did you? I knew you wouldn't. I knew you were too smart to just drive away with a stack of cash. You knew we were watching and planning to try and set you up, and you turned right around and came back and said, "Ma'am, I think you made a mistake." And you handed a pile of cash back to the machine. I watched the whole thing on camera. If I can't tempt you, there's no way the government can tempt you.
I told them that half of the stuff they used today was built by old Grandpappy and my great 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 grandpappy Jebediah Kramer, who also was a Viking Kramer, way back in ancient days. So no way tempting me. Now I must go. It's very late. I appreciate you stopping by tonight, demonic thing, whatever it is. I know YouTubers have sent you. Everybody's coming at me like ping pong balls, but it's getting late. I'd like to hang. I want to say hello to Kel. Debbie Fox has been a handful tonight. Just crazy. Just crazy. I'm pretty much, it's pretty much over. It's crazy. Sure, I show up and the party is over. Well, I can hear the guy. I just heard him click again. I just heard the dude click again in my earphone. So he's watching or he's listening. So keep that in mind, folks. Sure, I show up and the party's over. What do you mean party? You're saying Debbie was a handful. It's obvious you were hanging with Debbie, making movies tonight. Georgia the Jungle. I wouldn't doubt it if it's Debbie. I mean, she gets that mad sometimes. That's what she sounds like. I smoke too much for this. Now, don't smoke. I'm going to have to smoke one after this. You people drove me half crazy. I don't know who sent that dang thing to hack my channel or whatever, but it's just crazy. But, I was telling people they're hacking my channel. No, I'm like, listen, don't tell me they can't hack a channel when these guys got into 1987's Chicago Bears news channel. How dare you even insult my intelligence that way? If these dudes got in just using microwaves, I know best bottom dollar there. They can hack my channel. For one, Debbie always blames me for everything. She thinks it's me talking on that. I'm like, no, it's not me. What are you talking about? Why would I hack my own channel? Johnny is a handful. I've been a handful since the day I was born. And you ain't got enough hands for this. Sounds like you. No, it ain't me. How does it sound like me? Are you saying that voice sounds like me? I don't think so. Let me sing a song. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Hey, yo, dude, can you do a couple me, 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 me's so we can see what your voice sounds like, dude? So these people quit saying that it's me. right? Can you do that much for me? Oh, I heard something click. Did you guys hear that? I heard something. I heard it. But anyways, it ain't me doing it. Why? I mean, that's just stupid. How can I do two voices? And for one, I can't sound like that. There ain't no way I can sound like that. Yo, dude out there, I can hear something in my headphones. So I can hear you. So if you're out there, give me a couple me's to see so these people can rest at night that it's not me. Me. Yeah, I rest my case. I don't think that's me. All right? I'm really sorry. You're just you're way out there in left field. It's not me. You're way out there in left field. Way out there, go. You know, they say more than a handful is a waste. I don't know. I don't know. After all these witches and warlocks and everything been doing work, man root work on me, cursing and everything, I don't know. But I don't need. She just ain't got what it takes. I'm really sorry. And what it takes is to be human and here. That's what it takes these days to be with Johnny Draper. What? Yeah, you got to be real, like human flesh, and you got to be really with him, not just say you're with him. All right, where are we at now? You know what? It's late, ladies. It's really late. It's been really fun with you. I imagine you got husbands and boyfriends you can go bother now. Let's see what counts. Debbie is calling our joke back from previous episodes. I have no idea. All I hear in my chat when you guys get to going is blah blah blah, squawk squawk squawk, a bunch of rooster hens, cockle doo 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 doos. That's all I hear. You two are cracking each other up with. I have no idea because, like I said, I put my air setting on blah. So when you guys talk, all I hear is blah 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 blah. Johnny trucks then so he doesn't trip. He can tie them in a bow. Yes, my shoes. Yes, I know how to tie shoes. I'm dumb, but I ain't that dumb. Mine, I'm dumb, but I ain't that dumb. You're thinking of Jim Carrey, Dumb and Dumber. I'm not making a homemade chia pet, Debbie. I've been putting hair serum that I bought for the top of my head, and I've been using it on my gonad sack, and now I have an afro. And you're jealous because you were asking the other day, can I rub my fingers through your afro sack? And I said no. And that upset you. You got pissed. It belongs to me, and I'm like, nothing belongs to you, right? If you were here running your fingers through my afro sack, then it would be yours. But now it ain't, because you ain't. So it ain't. And don't be jealous of my Afro sack. No, I have blonde hair. It's blonde Afro sack. I'm sorry. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. No, it looks like an afro. 1970 African American afro. But on my nutsack. I'm sorry. Don't be jealous. Bring some Jerry curl and a pick. That's all I ask. That's right, my afro sack. Now don't get pissed. And don't be jealous. Okay? My afro sack. Right? For a month I've been putting this hair serum on my nutsack and now I just got an afro. It's unbelievable. I showed one of my girlfriends that are just friends. I'm like, what do you think of this? She's like, oh my God, look at it. Can I touch that? I'm like, I don't think so. You're married. So I know it must be working. Don't get jealous. You too can have an afro sack. I'm thinking about getting some serum going. Johnny's afro sack serum, hair serum. Massage your gonads in this serum, and within a month, you're going to have an afro. Well, I think we're going to end this. It's pretty late. I'm sure you ladies have a lot better things to do. Plus, I need to do my last treatment of the night, putting my Johnny's Afro Sac serum on my gonads. And from what I can tell, I'm getting a lot of thumbs up on my Afro Sac. That's all I've been hearing is blah, blah, blah for years since you ladies have come. But I found out that you're probably jealous of my Afro Sac. I know you're going to want your man to have an Afro Sac, but I'm going to be able to determine who has an Afro Sac in America. And blah, blah, blah. That's all I'm hearing too. That's all I'm hearing too. That and what? The old Steve Cold Stone, Cold Steve Austin. What? I think we'll end it here probably tonight. Oh, I just heard something. I heard a clicking noise. I bet you that dude's back again. Probably. Kelp says, watch that movie about Von Erichs. You remember them? The Von Erichs? I think they were wrestlers or something back in the day. Nah, I've watched enough of the madness. Like I said, I gotta take my last treatment of Aprosac. And, yeah, the Bond brothers, Carrie and his brother, or Von Erichs and Terry. Yeah. I wonder if you, I hope you ladies ain't jealous or anything of my Aprosac. I know you've seen photos of it online and everything. Don't be jealous. Don't be mad.
That is true. They've been looking at you in your afro sack. Don't let them lie to you, Mr. Kramer. These are some freaky women. I trained them myself.
No, no need for me to do anything. Uh, you're unclean, ladies. You'll never get to my Aprosac. Them hands will never touch this purity of an Aprosac. I want to thank you all for showing up tonight. God bless you all. He, a crush on Carrie. Or ha, a crush on Carrie. You had a crush on Carrie? Carrie Van Dong or Van Carrie Van Dyke or Van Erichs. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you folks want to say? It's 2:30 in the morning. It's Friday night. Well, actually Saturday morning. You met Art Anderson. That's good. That's good. Kel, you went ahead and almost had a crush on Carrie Van Erich, which I imagine growing up you probably did naughty stuff thinking of him. Probably. Who knows? I hear him clicking. Do you guys hear that clicking? Either he's clicking off or clicking on. He hugged me at Busch Gardens. Bill, I wanted to run through your wicked gardens, but you refused to let me.
He's not lying, Miss Debbie Fox. He wanted to run through your wicked garden. And oh, how wicked you are, woman.
Maybe I don't want to run through a wicked garden anymore. I had no idea it was that wicked. All right, ladies and gentlemen, is there anything else you folks want to say? I don't know who it is that keeps cutting into my channel, but it's obvious they've been a fan for a while, watching. That's okay. He's probably got info that I don't know about. And that's maybe we'll see if we can get some info about these YouTubers out in this crazy. You remember having sex with a really buff dude? That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. You ladies go run through your own wicked gardens. I'm going to relax for a little while. I want to thank everyone for stopping in tonight. God bless. I know they're using magic and witchery on me, sorcery, going crazy, trying to kill me, all kinds of stuff. One day at a time. All glory goes to God, King of Kings. Um, and do you have anything to say, ladies, for yourselves tonight? No? All right. You ladies have a great night. You dudes have a great night. God bless you all. You folks have a good night. Have fun. God bless.